Hi everyone, welcome back to Code Step by Step. My name is Anil. In this part of React.js, we will talk about use effect and use memo. So there is two reasons to creating this video. First one is in interviews. There can be lots of question on use effect and use memo. Like what is the use of use effect? What is the use of use memo? What is the difference between use effect and use memo? Example of use effect and use memo. Similarity between use effect and use memo, right? So we will discuss all these kind of questions in this video. Second thing is I created a 9-hour video on React.js that is actually full course of React.js. So some guys are just saying that they are not just getting the difference between use effect and use memo. Uh, they are just saying that they both are same, because in that video I just shown you the feature of use effect and use memo, but I did not compare that. But in this video I will show you the feature of use effect as well as use memo, and we will compare them also so that you can understand it better. First of all, we will just discuss them theoretically, then we will discuss them practically also, right? See, use effect is basically a life cycle hook. It will call automatically whenever our component is created, our component is updated, or our component is unmounted. And use memo is only called whenever you want to update a specific part of your component. For example, you want to update this complete component, right? Or you want to just stop unwanted re-rendering of your complete component. That time we basically use effect. But when you want to just stop the extra re-rendering of a specific part of your component, that time we basically use memo. So let's say you want that your complete component can be re-rendered again and again, you don't have any problem, but the only code of related to these lines should be not re-render again and again, right? You want to control the rendering of some lines of your component. That time we basically use memo, right? So now let's see how we can implement. First of all, I will just give you the example of use effect, and then we will just go with the use memo, right? So as I told you, we don't need these extra h1 tags, so I'm just going to remove them. As I told you, use effect is basically used as a life cycle hook. So whenever we will create our component or refresh our component, it will call automatically, right? So let's say uh, on your page refresh, on your page load, uh, you want to call any API, or maybe you want to write a big logic on uh, your component, right? But you don't want to call it again and again. That time we can use effect. So let me show you example. So let's say we are using here use effect like this, and as we know, it will call whenever our component is loaded, right? So I want to just write any big logic whenever our component is loaded. So obviously I will write it here, right? So for a moment we cannot write lots of code, but I can just show you example, right? So let's say we are using console.one, and we are just putting here, showing here random number, so which is, let's say, math.random, right? It will print a random number here, and whenever I will just refresh it, you will see that this is working fine. Here you can see that our number is printing here. So that's okay, because on page load we want to just print it, or even if you want to use it, then we can simply use. That's okay, there is no problem, right? But let's say we have here one more thing. We have a state also. Let me just take a count, and our state is, let's say, count and set count, and we are using here use state, and we can put its default value is 0, and here this is, we are printing it like this, count. That's okay, and on a button click I am just updating it like this. So what we can do here, we can just simply put here update count, and we can use here on click like this, and let's set here set count and just put here count plus 1 value, right? So now what actually happened, whenever I will just refresh this page, our random number is printing here. That's I actually want. But whenever I will just update this state, this is still printing. Here you can see that, right? This is still calling again and again. So this is not you can say that perfect way to using it. So what we can do here, we can just simply put here some extra parameter like this. So now what it will do, it will stop the re-rendering again and again of our complete component, right? So let's say if I just have lots of h1 tag, let's say I have lots of code, that time you will find that it will stop the re-rendering of our component. When I will just click on it, it's not, it's just updating that state, not calling this function again and again. So it's our saving the resources, right? So we can say that. All right. So let's say we have a two state here. Let's take one more example of use effect. So we have one state set count, and let's say we have one more state, the name of data and set data, and its by default value is, let's say, 100, right? And I am just taking here h1 tag so that we can just print it properly. We can say that count like this, we have a data like this. Great. And again we have a one more click button so that we can update the data also. Let's set data, and we are updating like this, and we don't have any condition here like this, right? So what you will find that our this console.log is printing fine here, right? And whenever we are just clicking on a count, this is still calling. On updating on data, this is still calling. But you want only that it should call only on count, it should not call on the data. So what you can do here, you can just simply pass your dependency like this, and it will stop the extra re-rendering. And now you will find that okay, if we just pass here we have to pass here count if you want to update it on a count. So now if I just click on a count, it will update. Here you can see that. But when I just click on data, it will not gonna update. Here you can see that that state is just updating. There is a no console and no use effect is calling. This is the actual use of use effect. Now let's say we have a different condition. Now I just want to update that count on a specific state. I don't want that it will call again and again. I just want to stop re-rendering of a specific part of my HTML in my component. How we can do it? We can do it with the help of use memo. So what I'm just going to do here again, I am just removing one state, which is what is that? Okay, we can just close it. I'm just taking only one state here, which is count, and removing the data. And I don't need the use effect also, so I can just remove it from here. So now you will find that, let's say I am just printing the count on a two places. One is here and second one is just below to that button. Like this, right? And now you will find that whenever I'm just clicking on it, both count will be actually updating. I don't want to call this count, right, on button click, right? So how I can stop it? How I can just stop the rendering of this part? So let's see how we can stop it. First of all, to show that, I just want to change the color of this part, right? So I just simply putting here so that it will just look like more realistic. I'm putting a style color is, let's say, red, and same thing I am applying it here. So now whenever I will use memo, you will find that the red color text will not gonna update again and again, and this part will be only update, right? uh, in the case of use effect, we cannot stop a specific part to update on the use effect. It can stop on the whole page, or it can just re-render on the whole page, right? But with the help of use effect, we can just stop the re-rendering of a specific HTML part, and that's we are actually going to do it in this video. All right, so let me just get this part inside a use memo. So let's take a const no render. I am just taking a function name, and let's take here use memo, and as we know, it will basically take a callback function, and here let's put here return, and inside return I am putting here div, and inside div I am putting here these h2 tags. And now you will find that we have only one part here. So what I'm just going to do, I am rendering here it like this, and let me just format this code. And now you will find that we have a code on the top side and the bottom side also, but we did not pass here any dependency. In the second parameter like this, if I just put here blank colon, that time it will not gonna update whenever we will click on button. You will find that here I'm just clicking over it, only the below count is actually updating, the above count is not actually updating. This is not rendering again and again, right? So this is the perfect example. So let's enhance this example little bit more. So let's say you have another button, and on that button you want to update that count, right? So let's see how we can do it. So let's say I have a button with the name of let's say name. I have a state with the name of name or set name, and by default value is 0. That means you can say that it's blank. And what I'm just going to do, I am again printing this name. Let's say h1. Let's just print it here. Name. And to update it, what I can do here, I can just make one more button, set name, and let's put any name here. Let's say Peter and all, and let's put here update name. And now whenever I'm just clicking on a count, only below value is actually updating, right? We know that. But what I'm just going to do here now, I'm just putting this name dependency in our memos array, like here. This is the second parameter, right? And now whenever I will just click on the name, this part is also update. So let me just reset it. Here you can see that below one is actually updating, and whenever I will just click on that name, this part is also update. Why? Because we are just passed that name dependency here. So let's check here. I'm just clicking over it, and here you can see that we got the 8 here and name here, right? So with that way you can use, or you can say that you can update a specific part of your HTML with the help of use memo, and use effect will update your complete part. Thank you so much for watching this video.